Yo, what's going on? Justice7 here, back again for the next original chapters video here, and this is a huge one breaking down how to get never-ending leads on Facebook and beyond. To be honest here, huge training around traffic and leads, and this is for any marketer of any niche. Really want to get straight to the source with you, right? Like I told you, this is gonna be an impactful video right here, and this was really done streamed right out of my Facebook group called Original Chapters Marketing. So go ahead, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. I want to get you straight to the source here. Let's get moving. Today, like I said here, we're discussing how we can tap into a never-ending pool of leads day in and day out inside of our online business, right? And this is applicable to any niche, any marketer at any experience level, okay? You know, obviously we can go into more nitty-gritty details, but just take that for what it is, because that is the truth. All right, let's call it what it is here, right? So, hey, real quickly, we're approaching 800 members in the group. I can't even believe it. So thank you guys for being here. Honestly, I'd be lying if I said I had a goal for the group size I'm trying to hit by the end of 2021 or any time. I'm just thankful to have some quality members in here, honestly. So thank you guys for being here. The last training we did, feels like it was forever ago. It must have been a week or two ago at this point. Rarely, I missed last week. We went in depth on really showing your true self, right? The power of taking a stand, sharing your unique point of view, really just showing yourself that much more and how much of an authority it can create, right? Share your flaws, share your interests, share your strengths, and why you're just like your ideal customer avatar, right? That stuff is so powerful there. So I wanted to make sure I talked about that. And I did in that live there, not last week, but the week before. So you can go check that out if you want. As you guys know, I'm always doing challenge questions here in the group. So by all means, feel free to go ahead, dive in and drop a question, drop a challenge, drop something that you've seen people are dealing with, how I can help you, give some objection handling, whatever the case may be. Let's make it happen. But like I said, though, long story short, let's go ahead and dive in. I mentioned this before already. If you guys have questions, you know, I might double check throughout, but go ahead definitely and keep an eye out after. Try and hold them in if you want. Like I said, let them out there. But I want to make sure that we keep this kind of direct here today, so we can make sure that we're giving everyone what they came for, give them that good stuff. So like I said, I'm glad to see all you guys here live. I love it. Happy Tuesday, like I said. Let's make this thing happen. So what are we doing here today? Traffic and leads. Like I said, this is a never-ending pool here on Facebook. This is a never-ending pool, honestly, on Instagram. Really, it's a never-ending pool on any social media platform. But today, where we can truly leverage this on Facebook, as I do in my business every day, but you can also apply this stuff to so many different social media platforms. I think especially if I was to say a second one, Instagram, you can 100% apply this same strategy, the same stuff here. And honestly, I have clients that are paying me to teach this stuff here, and really I shouldn't be giving too much, but at the end of the day, I think this is just something that so many people doing organic, we deserve the truth, right? So like I said, I'll be happy to answer questions at the end. Let's just go ahead and dive in here, right? So let's just kind of go at a high level quickly. Proven lead generation strategies. That's what we're talking here today. Like, let's get into it. Right, so the only type of leads you should consider are qualified, right? Those are the only types of leads you should consider qualified. We're going to talk about which leads actually are qualified and which leads are not, right? So the only type of leads that you should consider is qualified here. The two untapped markets, for some strange reason that people do not seem to be diving into on Facebook organic. People never talk about these two. They're not, once again, I'm not breaking down rocket science here. It's going to be super simple stuff that you guys can take action on today if you want to. I mean, I'd recommend it. Shoot, I am. Right? So, and then number three, the three levels you should be approaching with your primary traffic sources with. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and even do like some live demonstrations of that last part and a little bit of that number two there too, because you know what better way than just jumping right into this stuff, right? So let's double check in, make sure anyone has anything here, but I want to kind of go in now and just make this thing happen. Oh, there we go, my man Westwood here live. I love it. Awesome. So let's go ahead now here and dive in. Like, make sure everyone must be hearing me right, or else they would be saying they can't. So let's make this thing happen here. I love it. Number one, right? Like I said here, people out here just if you see someone raising their hands, you find someone who's a lead, right? Maybe you're paying into Facebook ads to get your leads. Maybe you're doing this to get your leads, whatever the case may be, right? Just because they raise their hand does not make them a qualified lead, right? Now, at the end of the day, I'm going to touch on this like quickly, because at the end of the day, this isn't the main piece of today, but I'm going to be giving you a ton of leads here by the end of this stuff. So at the end of the day, when you start getting this overflow of leads, you need to understand who you should be focusing your attention on a bit more. And at the end of the day, if someone doesn't deserve your attention today as much, doesn't mean they don't deserve it for the future. So at the end of the day, that's what we're talking about here. Not everyone deserves your full attention. So make sure you're just keeping this in mind here, because like I said, you're going to be getting a ton of leads into your business here if you're not already. And I'm going to show you some new hidden pots here, right? We're talking about pools here, different ponds people are fishing in. So how can we leverage that, right? So what is a qualified lead? Real quick, a buyer, right? At the end of the day, we're looking for people who are buyers here. At the end, I don't care if they bought something for $1, $100, $1,000, $5,000. I'm looking for a buyer, right? At the end of the day, there's so many people here who are only looking for free stuff on YouTube. At the end of the day, I've looked for plenty of free stuff on YouTube, so I'm not hating on that. But if they've at least spent $1 investing in themselves, right? That's showing that they're committed. That's showing that they're trying to make something happen, right? An individual committed to growing their business. That's what we're looking for, point blank. And so at the end of the day, if someone can check that box, especially these two boxes, because at the end of the day, they pretty much go hand in hand. If someone's committed to growing their business, they're going to invest something, right? At least they're going to invest in a $2 training or something there. So once again, I'm looking for anyone who's pulled out a credit card before. Maybe if we're going old school, pulling out some cash. Going new school, pulling out their Apple Pay, whatever the case may be. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So once again, I think I leave it there basically. And the best type of qualified lead is a warm lead. Right. And so I've already done plenty of trainings on warm leads. We're not going to dive into that today. Like I said, we're talking about the pools. So at the end of the day, a warm lead, though, is always one of the best ones. If you know it, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you should get to know. All right. So let's talk now about the two untapped pools of leads here. All right. I don't know why people don't talk about these more. In my opinion, they're powerful because so many people are using the same techniques to find leads. And we're going to talk, that's kind of the third one, is really we're going to talk about that primary source that all of you are using. And if you're not using it, you're welcome for showing you this, because at the end of the day, everyone's using this, if you're aware of this organic strategy. But these two untapped pools of leads here, Facebook pages, right? Facebook pages. And for these untapped pools, and even from this point on, I'm going to try to avoid showing you too much MMO examples, make money online, affiliate marketing examples. I got some respect for people in the industry, so I'm not trying to blow up their spot. But at the end of the day, we can show you how this is exactly usable, doable. This principle works the same exact way here on that same niche here. So Facebook pages, number one, Facebook ads, number two. All right. Now, at the end of the day, Facebook ads, I'm talking about the ones that are primarily on your timeline. So with the Facebook pages and the Facebook ads, why do I think that these are so big, such big untapped pools that people are not tapping into? It's because everyone is tapping into the third piece we're going to talk about after this. They're not, if maybe your mentor, your coach, your program, whatever it may be, they probably are skipping over this piece right here. And so that means that majority of others are skipping over these two pieces. So this is giving you that edge right now to go ahead, step in and take advantage and find these leads here that haven't been slammed as much as everybody else, right? Go to these Facebook pages, these Facebook ads, these primarily on your timeline here. So I'm going to just go ahead and show you some quick examples of how you can go ahead and do this and what I kind of mean here, right? So who do we got here? Tony Robbins, entrepreneur. So once again, I'm going to take this to this niche here. Like I said, I was asking what niches people are in today. So maybe you're in this niche, right? Maybe you're in a niche where it's motivation, right? Accountability, right? You're looking for that kind of stuff to keep people pumped up. Tony Robbins and people on this page, they go to him for this kind of stuff. They go to him for the energy. They go to him for to get some fuel, right? This is Mr. Burn your boats and take it to the next level. Forget all your doubts and move forward. So once again, if you're looking for someone, if your target audience fits that, going to this page is a strong thing here now. Now, let me be clear here. I see 5.6 million followers here, right? 5.6 million followers. For me, that's not the ideal place I'm trying to be fishing, because there's probably a lot of people there's going to be a lot of filtering. So that's why, like I said, this isn't a group I'm specifically going towards, but take this and think about your niche right now. Once again, with that last piece we're going to talk about, that last pool that everyone's using, think about who you're going to in those pools and think about how you can go on the pages side and take advantage, right? You're going to be able to go there, and once again, you're going to find these people who maybe aren't dealing with any other side but the pages, right? Maybe they're just pages in email, right? Maybe they're just pages in YouTube. Maybe they don't dabble more on the Facebook, so this is the only place that they're hanging out at. take advantage of this stuff, right? Imagine this here. I'm gonna give you a quick example too, even inside of this Tony Robbins page. You can see here, there's some posts. Once again, I only briefly looked this up. Took me 20 seconds to find. I scrolled down, like July 30th. This happened like 2 days ago. All right, so he put something up in a post. Tony Robbins, obviously his followers gonna like it. Look at that first comment. I'm a member of a Facebook group where Matt posted his journey. I remember watching his workouts in bed that inspired me to continue my own fitness journey. If you're a health coach or a fitness coach, Vitaly over there, sorry if I'm butchering your name, he's probably a potential lead for you, right? He said he's inspired. This just happened 4 days ago. He said this. There's 28 people there liking that. So obviously they're probably thinking the same thing. So now at the end of the day too, I wouldn't go after a group that has a page that has 55.6 million followers. But in reality, if you're doing this on a smaller page, it's probably maybe 1 or 2 people liking that comment. Maybe less. Maybe. And if you're keeping your finger on the pulse, you can be the first person to jump in, right? So once again, and you don't have to be around all the time, because at the end of the day, this is an untapped pool. People are not checking this stuff as much. So you don't have to be as quick to the punch as you do with other pools here on Facebook, where it's everyone and their mother who's trying to get involved and on board here and slide into DMs, right? So keep this stuff in mind here. The page here is so powerful, okay? And now, looks like I got Siri talking to me. So now I wanted to quickly even show you another place, like I mentioned there. I think that another place that people are truly slacking on is the Facebook ad side, right? So now let's go ahead and just bring this up briefly, because at the end of the day, like I said, a lot of people are overlooking this. So how can you go ahead and find a place where people are not looking at the moment? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again real quick. So we got right here, right? So I'm over here looking. We got, I'm just on my regular, I just saw someone like the post. Hey, go ahead and like this live if you guys are getting some value here. Go ahead and love it too if you're really getting some. Like I said, I'm sharing some pools here. I want you guys to think outside the box. At the end of the day, no matter what you are doing in this industry, in your business, the times that you think outside the box are going to be that much more powerful, right? I'm just on my timeline right now. So now I'm going through, I'm looking, I'm seeing people, like once again, I don't know, this is just another affiliate marketer. Cool, whatever, awesome. right? Going through. Boom, I see a Facebook ad just like this, right? So now I see this ad here. It's got 3 comments. Once again, I'm talking untapped pools here. I shouldn't even be sharing this stuff, right? Untapped pools here. 3 comments. What do I see? I've been leaning towards YouTube for my course, and this helps, thanks. How many people have comments on that compared to the Tony Robbins we were just checking out? I mean, not commented, but like this comment. This is a fresh, once again, who knows if this guy is the best lead ever. But once again, let's check him. Realistically, we can go ahead. I'm gonna pull him up for a second. At the end of the day, he could be a potential lead, right? Teaching people how to start a call center. Once again, if that's something that you can do, maybe you're in the space where you're trying to help people do lead generation, you do coaching for businesses, whatever it is. This is just an example. Once again, this is a great place to find some fresh leads that are not being spammed elsewhere, right? And look, this is even the thing. I have 4 mutual friends with this person. You know how many, when I'm going into other places, how many mutual friends I have with people when I add them? There's a lot of them, okay? So this is exactly what I'm saying here. A place where you can go ahead now and take advantage. So once again, I just wanted to briefly touch on that there and just show one example on the ad side. And I want to show it to you live. Because at the end of the day, I could easily keep going back and scrolling on my profile, and I will see ad after ad after ad. If you look at, it's like after every 3 posts, you'll see ads here, right? This is Facebook, it's Ad City. Okay, so keep this stuff in mind. Like I said, drop that like if you guys are feeling that there. I love what I'm seeing with you guys here I'm not looking at the comments, but I saw some likes pop up, so that's what I'm talking about. I love it. So now let's go ahead and talk about this last piece here, right? Like I said, there was 3 high-level pieces I wanted to talk about today. And now if I can get my other window up, I will show you the last one. Right, here we go. So this last piece here, right? Like I said, we talked about the pages, we talked about the ads. Those are 2 untapped pools. Think outside the box here, people. You can get some great stuff on the organic side of things. All right, so now the 3 levels you should be approaching your primary traffic sources with. All right, I shouldn't even be sharing this with you because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, I shouldn't even be sharing this, but realistically, you guys are in the group. I want to show some love, and let's just dive into it. Let's stop talking. Let's dive into it. All right. So with that being said, here, 3 levels you should be approaching your primary traffic sources with. Now, it's a high level, a mid level, and the sweet spot. All right. I was debating doing a live little thing on this. I might still. I probably will now that I'm saying it out loud. But either way, let's break it down. Right. So the 3 levels you should be approaching your primary traffic sources with. Now, I'd be naive to think that people aren't fishing in my pool, right? And by the way, if this wasn't obvious, I didn't even say the word because to me it's a no-brainer. Like I said, if you don't know this, now you do. Facebook groups, right? Your primary traffic source, if you're in this organic space, I can almost guarantee it's Facebook groups. I'm not mad at you. Let's just call it what it is and move past it. All right. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, for those who didn't know organic marketing on Facebook, and you didn't realize that people are searching on Facebook groups, you're welcome, right? But most likely you do know. And if you don't, you're welcome. All right. So now the 3 levels you should be approaching with your primary traffic sources with: high level, mid level, and the sweet spot. All right. So like I said, I'd be naive to think that people aren't fishing in my pool. Right, I got almost 800 members in my Facebook group. This is just part of the game, right? And I'm not even gonna, I try and be selective with people I even let in the group. So at the end of the day, if that's happening, sure, I'd like to think I'm stopping it. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite out here because I'm going in Facebook groups doing the same thing. And I like to think I'm doing it in a better way, but that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, people are fishing in pools. So now how do we go ahead and find the right pools? Because if you ask me, I don't really think that my group is the best group to fish in. At least it's not a group that I would. I mean, I guess it's my group, but at the end of the day, I'm not fishing in it really. I don't think that others are getting a ton of success fishing from my group. So what groups should you be going into, right? Everyone thinks that you should be joining into, not even thinks that, I don't even think that that's the case. But what does everyone do? They join the generic affiliate marketing beginner groups, right? The affiliate marketing for beginners groups. That's a great one, right? Let me go ahead and jump in this group. They jump in the first public group they can find, right? Public group that has to do with affiliate marketing they can get into. Look, and I'm going to tell you what, this even goes with the whole invest in yourself idea. At the end of the day, we want private groups, right? Private groups, because why do we want private groups? A lot of the time, private groups are groups that have buyers in them, right? Because chances are if it's private for a reason. Now, this is a private group, but it's not a buyer group. So that's what I kind of mean. If people are fishing here, best of luck to you. I'll leave that for you. At the end of the day, though, buyer groups are what we're looking for, and it's rare that you're ever going to find a buyer group and a private group. And once again, these generic affiliate marketing for beginner groups are not buyer groups. And so now, like I said, that's about as much as I'm going to try and touch on the MMO here. As far as that goes, the make money online niche, the wealth niche, stuff like that. I want to just show you this, how you can take this exact strategy and put it to your game plan, okay? This exact strategy and how you can start leveraging everything that I've said and now take it to this part. Because once again, this might be your sweet spot, right? Looking in Facebook groups, your primary traffic source at the moment. What can you do to take this thing to the next level? All right, so high level, mid level, the sweet spot. So like I said, I'm going to call the last thing I'm going to say about MMO, that affiliate marketing group for beginners, that's mid-level at best. And at the end of the day, it's mid-level with the public feel to it. Public, free, big X there. You don't want that, right? So now because once again, that's super generic, super vague, super just like obvious, super obvious. That's not the sweet spot. The sweet spot's never as quote-unquote obvious. Now, at the end of the day, there are a lot of people fishing out here, so I'm not saying that the sweet spot's going to have nobody in it, but realistically, you want to be in the pool where maybe you're in the cove, let me not even say pool, you're in the cove of the lake where no one else knows about it, or at least everyone else goes to the main part of the lake over there, or the main part of the ocean, whatever it is, and you're in the cove chilling with 2 other people, right? Maybe in this example, maybe there's 100 people out in the lake. There's you and 3 other people. You, Sarah, and Bob are chilling in this cove, and you guys have all this fish to yourself, right? Who's going to leave with more fish that day? You, Sarah, and Bob are going to do better than these 100 suckers over there. All right, let me not call them suckers. We'll be nice. All right, but now, what is this really breaking down to? So that's what I'm saying. I hope that even before I even say this next part, realistically, you should see where I'm going with this. And if not, once again, I'm not going to stop there. But in general, think about how you can apply this to whatever niche you are in, because you can really make this thing really splash that much more for you. So, like I said, super high level here. That's more so these just affiliate marketing, right? And now I'm going to break this down to another. Let's go ahead, because I think you guys can remember if I say high level, mid level, sweet spot. You guys got that memorized, right? So let me go ahead and pull my screen back up. Like I said, I want to share this with you so you guys can really see it. and not just have to look at my PowerPoint forever, right? So let's go ahead and share this here quickly on this side. So with that being said, I'm just going to go back to my timeline. I can go back to this ad we were just looking at. Perfect. So let's use an example here. Like I said, this can be used for anything. All right, I'm just using this as an example for today. Let's say that we're in the health space. All right, a lot of people that I am are in my niche are not in the health space, so I don't feel bad talking about stuff like that. So once again, the health space. Let's say now that you're promoting supplements in the health space. What's the obvious thing? You're promoting weight loss, keto weight loss, maybe. Maybe that's your product, keto weight loss. So what is the high level of that right there? The high level of that is, let me go ahead and clearly I got a lot of stuff here to cancel out of. What's the don't mind that guy. All right, what's the high level here now we're talking about? I guess that did nothing. Weight loss. So I'm going to say health and wellness. And once again, we're going to groups here because that's what we're talking about. Health and wellness. If I just go here and search that, this is as high level as it gets, right? This is me just looking and seeing what pops up. And this is what everyone in your niche at a basic level is doing, right? They're going in here and they're just finding a group and they're spamming people friend requests. They're sending out messages, shooting their link in the first message, saying, hey, what's your name? Oh, it's Sammy. Here's my affiliate link. How you doing? Right. So once again, how can we go ahead and stand out here and be different? And by the spam, let's see. Oh, I'm telling you, I see you guys dropping some comments so they can see the screen. I'll go ahead and answer some questions too if we need. Can we share this live? Absolutely. If you can't, I'll have to make it so you can. Shoot, we'll share it live later. But like I said, let's get back to it here now. So health and wellness, right? People who are going here and just going in and searching the most people, and I don't mind doing this because at the end of the day, we're just going high level. And if you're going high level, you're not going to have any success doing this. Right? So affiliate marketing. If you go to affiliate marketing, search groups. And you just go to here and you say, all right, cool, I'm going. Right? What are your chances of success at that point? If you ask me, they're slim to none, and you're fishing in the wrong places because everyone else and their mother is doing the same thing. So now let's go back to health and wellness because we're going to talk about how we can take this to the next level. So this is the high level stuff right here, right? This is the high level. I searched health. We're talking groups, primary traffic source. So right, high level. Now, how do we take this? Because once again, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Maybe you've been passed along from a mentor or a coach or a program, some list of magical pools, and they help you out. Great. But what if you don't? Or what if you need more pools, right? And once again, because places are always getting flooded. And if you're in a program, there's a chance that you are not the only person using that pool there. So how do you find new places to take advantage of? Now we're talking, let's just say you go into one of these. So once again, let's say I have a keto diet program, a keto diet offer that I'm trying to promote here. So now I look in, and once again, health and wellness, I don't even think I would start there, to be honest. I want to look a bit more of a little more mid-level here. So maybe I'm thinking diet plans, right? Diet plans, and honestly, I could do diet plans for men. Maybe if my niche is more so women, maybe my niche is more so on the male side. Diet plans for men. Let's start there, right? So now this is already, once again, a bit more mid-level than just generic health and wellness, right? I'm looking for more specific diet here. And now at the end of the day, if I was really looking to dive into this, I'd probably get into some of these private groups. But for today's example, I'm sticking public, right? I want to actually get you to somewhere. So let's look public. In general, I'm looking for more of, I could go with this 1.4 million. Like I mentioned on the pages, I don't like to go for groups that are too big because now I'm filtering through a lot of garbage. All right, I'm trying to look for, I'm looking for that little small private dump, right? The one that's got not as much trash there, so I can filter through left stuff and find the gems, right? So now let's see if I look through. Once again, just for today's example, I'm doing this on the fly here, as you can see. Intermittent fasting for men. To me, this would be a good one to try and check out because once again, it's private. I like that. They're not letting any Joe Schmo in there. And it's a bit more specific. I'm looking for specificity here. I want to know something like, once again, the people who are looking more in those tight niches and in the tight pools and the tight groups, those are people who have actually taken the time to look for them, right? The people who are actually looking for something specific and the people who are most likely looking to spend money, right? So now at the end of the day, that's private, so I can't go there. So let's find another one for today's example here. 19K, this is public. All right, so personalized diet plans. Personalized diet plans. So now that we see this here, let's go ahead and look through. Now this I would still consider mid-level, right? This is mid-level. This is not the sweet spot. Yeah, it might be more so diet plans because I'm promoting a keto in this example. But once again, this is public. I don't know if this is a buyer group. So let's keep going. So the reason we come here is that now we're looking for what the people are talking about, right? Especially if you're newer in the niche. You're trying to go somewhere new, or maybe you even, this is the thing too. Come on, roll with me here. If you are in a niche already right now, what softwares are you using? What this are you using? What that are you using? Right? And now I'm gonna touch on MMO just for a second here. Make money online niche. ClickFunnels is a software majority of people are using, right? Now, but is ClickFunnels a good group to go into? If you ask me, no, right? It's way too big. There's like 100,000 people in there. I'm not trying to dig through all that trash, right? I'm not looking for the private local dumps here. I'm not looking for the big city dumps, right? So now we want to think, all right, what's another tool that's similar? What's another tool that's similar and maybe more so tucked away? Not as many people know about it, but people are paying for it. And the people that are paying for it like it, right? And maybe they don't like it. Maybe they're looking for a better solution, whatever the case may be. This is a pool here. So once again, this stuff can be applied to anything. All right. So now I'm just going to look through here just to show the kind of person I look through, and we'll probably cut off in a second. So I'm looking through, like I said, what posts are people posting about? This guy, Austin and Marks, he's talking about 100-gram yogurt mixed with cookie protein powder. Meta, and here once again, I'm looking for keywords. I'm looking for something that people that like is really that the cool kids know about, right? That's what I'm looking for. What are not the popular, what are the cool kids talking about? Not the popular kids, not even the popular kids, but not what the whole school's talking about. What are the nerds talking about in the corner? What are the people who really know what they're doing? The people who really got something over there. I want to talk to them because they care about this stuff. They're invested. They're committed. They're finding places and they're not just going to who their mom and dad recommended, who their neighbor recommended. They're doing their research, right? That's what we're looking for here, right? So now I keep looking through. Yes, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, what I'm kind of looking, once again, I'm not in the health niche, so don't sue me here. I do work with people in the health niche, though. So at the end of the day, similar things we're looking through here. And I'm telling you, that's why I say this stuff is universal. All right, so now what I am looking through is meta nutrition, fitness, meal prep Sunday. The thing here that I'm seeing the most that I like, meta nutrition. I don't know what that is, but at the end of the day, that looks like something that is some kind of buzzword that, once again, not everyone is thinking to search now, right? So let's go back here. I don't want the hashtag because at the end of the day, what meta nutrition groups are out there? And if there's a private group, we might be onto something, right? And walk with me here. I'm telling you, right? Look at the amount of members in these groups. A lot less than these private and then these public dumps that people are jumping into. When I first started searching with the health and wellness here, we'll get back to Donald here later. Health and wellness, just once again, hey, I'm not making this stuff up here. Come on now. This isn't just theory. This is just theory here. If I go to the groups here, health and wellness generic, everyone and their mother's searching for. I see 30K. Where's the other one? 115K. I thought I saw 300 something K. At the end of the day, this isn't as much as I thought, to be honest here. But 30K, 115K, 23K, 24K. Meta nutrition, 19K, 15K, 2.7K, 7.2K. Look how many sub 10K members there are here. I'm just saying, I've already found myself into a more private pool here. A better place to now start fishing from ponds that people are not. You're getting more tighter in the coves here, right? And now once again, which ones of these? Hey, I could even ask you, but you guys should know the answer by now. Which pool am I looking at, right? Which one of these am I gravitating towards based off of this? If you don't know the answer, if it says public, I'm not really interested in it as much, right? Like I said, especially because now we're getting more into that sweet spot. I'm not positive that any of these are a sweet spot, but I can guarantee you, if you can get into one of these, and you're going to it's going to be a sweet spot or it's going to lead to a sweet spot from there. Because once again, these are the people who are, lack of a better way of putting it, they're the nerds, right? They're the people who have talked about this stuff and know and they care about it and they're committed to their business, right? I consider myself a nerd in affiliate marketing and internet marketing. So at the end of the day, this is the people we're looking for in your niche, right? Where are they hiding? Where's that community at? Not where the whole masses are, right? So now we look here. I'm going to go just in this one. Human nutrition and dietetics. I don't know what that is. But now at the end of the day, I can probably find another nice sweet group by typing in dietetics. I don't know. That could be a popular thing. I don't know. I'm just gonna type in dietetics and see what pops up. Groups here. Boom. Once again, right? Once again. Look at these. I'm just looking at the group members here. 534, 1.7. Is there a private group with 2.5? Our mission is to spread more knowledge about nutrition. I'm not going to go much further on this because if you don't get the point by now, you'll never get it. Like I said here, at the end of the day, we're talking about finding places, thinking outside the box, right? And as you can see here, this isn't rocket science, okay? I did something on my story the other day. I said, start with simplicity, add complexity later, right? I think that a lot of times we're adding complexity in all the wrong places when we need to simplify it with where we are focusing on building our audience. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have a strong audience and you're leveraging a Facebook organic strategy, your strategy is going to be garbage, right? You are not going to have as much success there as far as getting results. All right, so like I said, I can see that a lot of people are still here, so thank you for sticking, and not even thank you for sticking. Thank yourself for getting some game here, getting some knowledge. I'm really happy that you're able to get something if you were. Like I said, you can drop a hashtag value, drop a hashtag we made it to the end, drop a hashtag thank you, drop a hashtag put this in action, drop a hashtag something. I don't even care, right? Like I said, thank you guys for sticking around here, and just for the people in general who really want to keep on getting something from this, because once again, think about those next steps here. Once you start finding people to start leveraging, start actually growing your audience with, you need those next steps. So once again, for people here too, if you want to drop a hashtag pool, POOL, I will give you my outreach message scripts. Once again, I have a strong lead magnet here, my FB lead leverager there that I'm happy to share for you, so you can go ahead, use it to, once again, because not only just getting these people in your audience, how are you pulling them out? Like I mentioned, the warm leads are the strongest, and I have a content framework I can share with you as well. So drop a hashtag pool. I'll easily give you one of those. If I like you, or if I'm feeling nice, I'll give all three to you. Okay, so like I said, I want to share that with you there too. But thank you guys for sticking around here. I'm glad you guys got something. Now let me go ahead and scroll back here for a sec, just in case you got any questions. Can we share this live? I like that. I wish I could tell you. I think you might not be able to select share groups. It's private, so you might not be able to share it there. Jermaine, loving the content. That's what I love to hear. Kevin, always gotta look at things from a different point of view. Think outside of the box. Everyone who's winning is thinking outside of the box, right? Jeff Bezos, he's winning because he knew how he could be super effective with getting stuff to people's doorsteps and not making them leave their house. Think outside the box. No one wants to travel to Walmart anymore. Just an example. Private buyer groups, exactly. Spam City, my man Mark gets it. So you basically want to find the best fishing spot that no one knows about. My man, it's Westwood. Wesley, you got it, man. Exactly. That's the goal with anything, right? Everything's always going to get flooded. So now what do you? And that's why this stuff is so important, because you may be given a list of leads, or a list of, not leads, but a list of sources to go and get leads from. Everyone else has been giving that same list. So how do you think outside of the box now? Bam, this stuff right here, right? All right, so what about real estate niche? Oh, absolutely. This stuff is universal. This absolutely can use this for the real estate niche. And it's, come on, you know the answer to that. Wesley, you know the answer to that. I'm happy to dive in more if there's other questions, but absolutely. My man Brian, great info. I love that. Value. There we go. We made it. Value. Jacqueline, Kevin, I love it. Brian, Melvin. I'll go ahead and reach out to you guys with all that too. I see Melvin, Jacqueline, Wesley, Billy. I got you guys. And so now I'm not seeing any more questions. If there are any more, drop them. But real estate. If I wanted to, I could even share my screen, but I'm not going to do that right now. But think about it. You 100% could apply this to real estate as well there. It depends too. I have real estate students that I'm working with. So once again, how do I help them to find leads for their business? That could be whether it's people who are in the real estate coaching side of things, or if they're in the real estate trying to find leads, trying to find buyers, trying to find people looking to buy a house, they can get a commission, bring in that money, right? So there are places these people are looking, and you just need to know the ways to find them. And that's why I couldn't even tell you, because I'm not in the real estate niche 100% myself. But how would I start? What would I tell them? I'm telling them what I'm showing you guys here. At the end of the day, there's ways you can dive in that much deeper, but keeping this here at a high level, I'm telling you, the stuff is next level here. So I'm really glad that you guys are stuck to the end here and got this good info. Like I said, I'm gonna 100% reach out to everyone, drop the hashtag pool there. Anyone else who needs it, like I said, if you're watching the replay, feel free to drop it later too. Is there anything else? I think I gave a lot here. 37 minutes. Like I said, I'll wait another second for any more questions. But yeah, like I said here, take this stuff. Simplicity over complexity every time. Works every time. Start there. You can always grow it, always build it. Because at the end of the day, everyone else is trying to be super complex with the wrong pieces, right? By thinking outside the box and thinking of it in a simple way, it's really going to allow you to just get past into that top percentage. That's all I'm looking for. I don't need to be the number one guy out there. I'm no expert. I'm no guru, right? But as long as I can go ahead and just really know that, hey, I'm doing something to step me above the competition, that's a win right there. So I want to share this with you guys who do the exact same thing, honestly. So I love it. Like I said, drop those likes, drop those loves. I see you guys dropping comments. I love it. My man Wesley, you know I always got a ton of questions. Hey man, that's why I'm here for you guys too. Like you said, I got the challenge posts I'm always doing each week, so feel free to drop them there. But yeah, I'll go ahead and reach out to you guys after. And anyone else that drops the hashtag pool later, I'll make sure to follow up with them, or at least someone on my team there, and we'll get you guys hooked up. Happy Tuesday, whatever day you're watching this, happy whatever. Thanks for being here. I'll see you guys next time. Hey, thanks for watching this video all the way through. Make sure you go ahead and like this if you got a ton of value from, which I hope you did. Subscribe to the channel and absolutely go ahead and join us in our original chapters community. Links right down there in the description. And as always, you are designed to become who you choose to be. I'll see you later.